This morning, as I was bantering with life, with the universe, stepping into some convergence, some sacred convergence with my higher self, the guides I have around me, within me, what I call upon. It's a daily ritual that is necessary for me to stay grounded and stay tapped into who I am and what my purpose is. We all lose our way. We all of a sudden, we think we know where we're going, and all of a sudden we're lost, and that's definitely my journey. I get direction, but then all of a sudden I drop the ball. I forget what my purpose is, or why I'm here, or what my meaning is. And that's where I have to lean back and connect again and reconnect again. It is so very important to find that connection within yourself. What guides you, what motivates you, what moves you, the meaning of who you are. And a lot of the time when I tap in, I always get the truth. I always get the truth. But what is it? Mashimoto had this quote: "Is the truth is what it is. It is what it is. The truth, and you have to power. You have to bend to the power of the truth. If not, you're living a lie. So, of course, you have to accept what you are sensing, being told, what your insights are. You have to trust that and move with that. And also, I found that you have to avoid the conclusions. Like, that this is a conclusion. It's concluded here. If you move with the conclusions, what you're doing is closing a door for any more life energy in that subject or matter or anything that you're seeking. You close the door to another understanding. What you have said to the universe is, I conclude that is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That is the answer. No more life will be breathed into that, because that's your conclusion. So you avoid conclusions and let things come alive and live and go past that. That's almost like the saying, the quote, there's a quote out there that always reach higher than your grasp. And that's the same as conclusions. Don't settle. Don't settle for what you think is happening. Just be curious and leave it there and say, I don't know. I don't know. And let life live, let it breathe, and don't put your own boulders in your path. I have, it's a hard road because sorry about that, but life throws so many diversions at you that you have to pay attention to, or you think you have to pay attention to. And there's so much empty advice out there that, uses your life energy, because you start chewing on things that really aren't necessary. It's a bunch of fluff that other people are putting out there for whatever reason they do what they do. What really I found has mattered, and it matters greatly, is taking care of your own mind, body, and soul. And that is emptying yourself, emptying your vessel every day, and asking the hard questions to yourself. And if you find yourself in the state of confusion, then you're kind of holding on to a conclusion, like, I'm never going to get anywhere, or this is it for me, and my life isn't going to move. I'm there all the time. Like, I'm saying, like, am I ever going to be okay and stop striving? the answer is always no, you're never going to stop striving. And I'm going, well, that's not fair, like so and so is so comfortable, they're doing this and doing that. But what is comfort? Comfort is when you just really stop being curious about life, and maybe you start feeling this superior, element within you that I am comfortable. So look at me. Who knows? But I'm told every day I'll never stop striving, and that has been very uncomfortable for me a lot of the time, because sometimes you just want to lean back from life. But here you keep going on your path. Stay connected. It's so important to find your grounding, to find who you are and your meaning in this life. And if people try to use word spells on you by saying you are extremely sad, or like, stay away from people like that, because all they are is they're putting more weight on you. To be yourself is extremely brave against all odds and what anybody thinks in life. To be yourself is so courageous and so brave, and to be willing to adjust yourself with your own guidance. That's why it's so important to connect. Stay grounded, connected, and namaste. Have a wonderful day. See you on the path.